All right, so it's 12 in the morning here in Houston, Texas. And I was just reviewing. Have you guys used Basecamp? Basecamp is a great tool to use to organize things. I guess you could say it's a project management tool, but we use it at the advertising agency I work at. And it's awesome because you can, after you set it up and you have all your projects in there and all your different clients as an agency, you can really see, like, you could just, it's a big overview, what do you call it, 1,000 foot view of what's going on. So for me, what I like to do after work or like when I'm not at the office is just look at it, like look at all the different clients, click in there. You can put a lot of different to-do lists and just look like what are the different things that are done or need to be done or that are overdue, and just look at it. For me, when I just look at it, I can think of the things that are missing or the things that should be done or new ideas that come about, like, oh, okay, we needed to do this. Or if I look, it's funny, if you look at one project and then you look at another one, you can take a little bit away from the project before, because it's all still advertising. It's all still the same thing for a different industry or for a different client or for a different product or for a different service. So it does help to just have a big overview and um, just be able to see everything. So anyway, so I guess there's a problem currently here. And the problem is we've done a good job acquiring clients. So I think this month alone we've gotten two two decent sized clients for the size we are, and one smaller one. It's not gonna take too much time. It's a website one. One's a website one. One's a website. One's a website upgrade and Google AdWords and a little bit of SEO. That one, and then the one's a full website, like all the bells and whistles. Go out there, take photos, write copy from scratch. Like, that one's gonna be a lot of work, and we're setting deadlines and putting all these things in place. But that's three accounts that are just jumped in to this, to the ecosystem, and so we have 18 other clients that we still need to service, manage, communicate with, promote, get information from them. So it's tough, right? So in our team, we have 2 full-time people and 3 part-time people. If you were to do it like by hours, like if it's 40 hours of a person who's full-time, it's almost 4 people that are full-time. So there's always about 4 people on the digital end. I don't know what to call it. I don't really like the word digital. I don't know. For whatever, it's always bothered me. On the internet side of things, social media side of things, slash AdWords, slash PPC, there's about 4 people that you could say work there full time. Um, that being said, what happens is people have different skill sets, right? So for me personally, I've somehow evolved into a role of account management. So lately, a lot of that I've been doing is just communicating with the different clients that there are, because there's no one who's really there to do it. So I just kind of assume that role. So now I don't really do it. I do, but I haven't had time to actually sit down and do it, like make the actual ads, create giveaways, make promotions on Facebook, find the right targeting, switch out the pictures and try different things. These things take time. And so I have not really been doing that, and then I've been doing sales too. Those 3 sales, I had a big part in it, following up, setting the appointment, going to the meeting, collecting the information, briefing what's going to happen. So that's kind of been what I've been working on. And so then we go back. So the other full-time person has a plate full of things to do too, like creating the AdWords campaign, creating the Facebook advertising campaigns, and these things change month by month. So there's always something to do, and then of course everything else that pops up. Then we go to the 3 part-time people. Um, one is good at PPC and SEO, but they're only there 3 days out of the week. So there's gaps, right? And then you have one person who's good at web design. That person is there every day, but 30 hours, which is good, but slammed at this point. Slammed. Like tomorrow when we meet, I'm gonna say like, all right, you're just web design. Like any social media stuff that you have to do, any giveaways that you need to promote, anything else that's not working on those websites, let's take off your plate because it's too much. Like there's no way it can be handled. Um, and then the other person is very good at social media, but she's only there 3 times a week as well. And that one's kind of the hardest one because the clients that I handle like creatively as far as creating like actual ads, I'm not good at creating ads. Like I can make them, but she does a way better job. Her and the website person. But so now we're kind of limited to this one resource that can actually do a good job with graphic design and making things look nice, so on and so forth. So there's a gap. Like if something needs to be done on Monday, and that person's not there, I could do a bad job, right? And then of course I forgot to mention there's Instagram influencers, so we have to go and find people who are willing to go to some place or promote something in exchange for something else. So that takes a lot of time as well. So at you know, I was thinking like, man, it's tough. Like there's a lot of leaky holes that we need to plug up or whatever, cement over, and without full like you just it's not like we're in a position to just get more people in or raise hours. So what I think I'm gonna do, or what I sent an email out to do, is to find 2 interns to come help us 10 to 15 hours a week, up to them, schedules up to them. It's gonna be unpaid because again, this is just the position we're in, and they'll get all the perks that we get as far as like vouchers to restaurants, tickets to events, Astro games, anything we can give to add value, and of course, if I am a recent grad or if I'm someone looking for like an advertising opportunity, the biggest benefit I would get at an unpaid internship, if it was me, is the fact that I get to spend some actual money on advertising, like on Facebook ads and on AdWords. So that to me is the biggest benefit that we can provide, even though it's unpaid. I mean, that's just the reality. That's where our website person who's not 30 hours, she interned for like 6 months. So it's moving along. All right, we all want to succeed. It's just taking time, and we can all live with that. And so what I'm getting at is that's the move. I've kind of for the last 5 days, I've kind of just been like watching things break. Like there's too many. I only have 2 hands, right? And there's like 8 holes that need to be plugged up or worked on or patched up. Like if it's a fence, there's a lot of breakage in the fences, and I can't move fast enough to fix all the holes and all the cracks and so on and so forth. But I think if we bring in 2 people that are just hungry, I understand that now. Like it's not even about the education or about the experiences. Like, can you Google something, and are you willing to work? Like not 100%, because of course I understand, or everyone should understand. Like it's not their heart and soul, their child. It's an internship, right? It's an internship. So just 75% willing to go with full force, I think is gonna really help a lot, especially if we find people who are talented and who are willing to put up, good work. Like if imagine, like we have one client that they've invested money with us pretty well for our size. Like it's a big account for us, and we've tried many different things, but it hasn't moved the needle. Now this is it goes to a lot of things, right? Like, so not every promotion is gonna work. Everything you try is a trial. Like, right, you have an idea, You think, you brainstorm, it sounds good, you do it, it doesn't perform well, or the targeting was wrong, or we should have done a better job promoting it, or the creative wasn't good enough, or we didn't get enough original content, or we didn't use an Instagram influencer, or the whatever wasn't available. So there's like a ton of things that are in your control but out of your control. And so, if this person who has nothing else on their plate but to create good advertising for this client, right? Like priority number one, get 20 people, get 100 people into this store somehow. Create a giveaway. You have a budget. You have a budget for things to give away. You have a budget to make an ad, and you have full control of who you're targeting at what time, and it's there. If someone could take that pressure off of the company, not only is it going to be great for us, but it's going to be great for them because they did it. They did something meaningful. They did something impactful. And, of course, down the line, if things get better and better and better, well, yeah, we're going to want to keep people like that who can help like that. And so I think I'm thinking out loud, and I think it's a good move. So I sent an email out saying, I put an ad out maybe like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I really want to bring 2 people in because it is, I don't know why. It's crazy to be like a self-starter, right? So like Thursday, I was like, I don't know. Like I just literally just let things fall because I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So luckily the ad was in there. So there's an applicant pool of like 50 people. Of course, not all are going to be good, but we can reach out to the ones that seem good. Call them, talk to them, bring them in, and hopefully get 2 people in here by end of the week. It's Tuesday right now, so enough time. It's a busy week. It's been busy for a while. And then like these website projects are literally taking like, if they were only here, say 50 hours, now they're here 20 hours because 30 other hours they're going to be gone on site taking photos, getting content, interviewing people, getting backstories to the companies and this and that. So it's insane. I mean, how when you're a small company, I feel, right? When you're a small company, when there's 5 there's 5 people holding something up, right? If you take 2 away, those people, that's a lot of weight, depending on how big it is that you're trying to hold up. So that's a weird metaphor. So yeah, that's the move. That's the update. I feel good about it. I feel remotivated because I was just kind of just thinking like, man, what do we do? Do we let go of some clients? Do we ourselves downsize? And then before this, I was like, okay, so what we need to do is find a way to motivate the team to work as hard as possible for, 8 hours straight, because that's another way we can do it, but it just doesn't, it burns fuel. Like you'll get tired and then, you feel like you can't, you feel like this. So I feel like, yes, we do have to work harder. Yes, we need to work smarter. Yes, we need to still put a lot of output, but the point is not to burn out. The point is to keep going, keep liking the job, keep doing a good job for our clients, and have everybody happy, the clients, the company, the team. And yeah, so